Turns out, when you document every housing violation for 3 years, you don't just have complaints. You have evidence of criminal negligence. My supervisor at the law firm always said I was too detail-oriented for my own good. Finally, this obsession would serve a purpose. But first, I needed to understand the full scope of Castellano's operation. The problem: most tenants were terrified to speak up. Solution: I became the building's unofficial translator and mediator. Just documenting for my own records, I'd say. Photographing their apartments with permission. Water damage, exposed wiring, windows painted shut, violations in every unit. Then I discovered something interesting in the public records. Castle Holdings wasn't just one company. It was 7 LLCs, all registered to different addresses, all leading back to Castellano. Classic slumlord tactic to avoid liability. But he'd made one crucial mistake. He'd listed his wife as registered agent on 3 of them. In community property state, that created interesting legal possibilities. The breakthrough came from an unexpected source. Mr. Rodriguez from 5A, usually too scared to complain, pulled me aside one evening. "My nephew works construction," he said quietly. "He says Castellano hired his company to do work on another building. Never paid them. Maybe they have information?" They did. Invoices showing Castellano had received city funds for emergency repairs on our building. Repairs that never happened. He'd submitted photos of completed work from a completely different property. Wire fraud. Federal crime. But I needed more than paper trail. I needed witnesses willing to testify. That's when I remembered something from my citizenship test studying. Undocumented immigrants who assist in criminal investigations can apply for U visas. I spent weeks quietly explaining this to neighbors, bringing in volunteer immigration lawyers to answer questions. Slowly, people began to trust. Mrs. Chen agreed to document her experiences. The Mahmoud saved every threatening text message. Then, Castellano made his second mistake. He sent his property manager, actually his nephew Tony, to intimidate the Mahmoud family into leaving. What Tony didn't know was that I'd installed a camera in the hallway, completely legal in common areas. His threats, including specific mentions of calling ICE, were all recorded in HD quality. 1 month before the statute of limitations expired on the fraud charges, I had everything: financial records, code violations, recorded threats, 17 willing witnesses. But how to ensure maximum impact? That required one more piece of strategy.